What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another one of Hoggie's quick beer reviews. Today, this isn't so much a beer review as it is a public service because this is a brand new beer. What we have here today, this just came out for those that don't know. So it's released early October. This is Bud Light Golden Wheat. Take a look at that there in case you haven't seen all the commercials. Budweiser, you know, when they advertise something, they advertise the hell out of it. Now, how can I put this? You know, if you're interested in this beer, you fall into one of two camps. You're either a Bud Light drinker who's interested in the new Bud Light product, or you're the kind of person who drinks wheat beers and is curious about this new Bud Light, Budweiser wheat beer. Me personally, just to be clear, I have never been a fan of Budweiser. I've never been a Bud drinker. Even before I got into craft beer, I would prefer Heineken's and Beck's and St. Pauli Girl and all that stuff before Bud. When I had to go American light beer, I went Miller. But that's not to say I haven't had a Bud Light. I've had a lot of Bud Lights, a lot of pitchers. But I'm going to try to be objective here and just let you guys know about this new option on the shelves. Now, this is categorized as, a spiced herbed beer on Beer Advocate. It doesn't fall into your typical wheat beer categories. It's just called Golden Wheat. There's different styles of wheat beers. You know, you have your German Hefe, which has the yeast that gives you the banana and clove hints. You have the American wheat beers, which are a little more zesty, a little more hoppy. You have the Belgium style wheat beers, which are whiter, cloudier, coriander and orange. This is kind of a mix of everything, really, from what I've read and what I've seen. I picked this up last night because I was curious. I was buying some chicken at the supermarket. I needed something to drink, you know. But I figured I'd do the review and let everybody know what's up with the new Bud Light. So, even though, and for those that don't know, I read what it says on the packaging here. It says light beer brewed with coriander and citrus peels. Okay. But it's a wheat beer, so we do break out the wheat beer glass. And it's a twist off, so no need for an opener. A little bit of smoke, wouldn't you know? So, let's see what happens. Now, you know, new beer comes out, I'm always going to be curious, even if it's a Bud Light product. So far so good. Wheat beers are usually unfiltered. They're hazy, cloudy beers you can't see through. By the looks of it so far, this one fits the bill. That's a nice hazy, unfiltered color. The head looks good. It's fizzing away kind of quickly, but it's not bad. One of my theories is that Budweiser did this because of the success of Blue Moon and Shock Top, more so Blue Moon. But you know, it's an easy drinking style. It's refreshing. I think they wanted to capitalize on that and still market it as a light beer for people who specifically drink only light beer because of the calories or whatever. So let's see. Not a lot of smell coming from this. I'm getting hints of wheat, hints of citrus. The nose it's kind of like a really weak Belgium wheat beer. Little coriander, citrus mixed in with the wheat, but it's not very strong. And it does have that clean, buddy, Bud Light kind of smell to it. But let's see how it goes down. You do get little hints of wheat, you get some wheat and you get some of that citrus up front. That hits you right away, and the carbonation is nice, but it's thin. It's Bud Light. The finish is all Budweiser. The finish is all Bud Light. That vague little aftertaste is all Bud Light. You know, it's typical Anheuser-Busch light beer. The hints that I do get of the coriander, of the citrus, of the wheat, they're nowhere near as strong as they should be for you know, your typical wheat beer. You know, it's Bud Light with a little wheat and a little citrus, really. It is refreshing though. I'll tell you what, if it's a hot day and you just cut the grass or you just did something outside and you're thirsty, this will fit the bill. Wheat beers by nature are refreshing to begin with. So I mean, this isn't horrible, but you got to remember, folks, it's a Bud Light, and this is going to get mixed reviews. Bud Light drinkers, if you want something that tastes a little different, kind of another option for people who already like light beers, I would say check this out. You might just like it, and if you like how the wheat and the orange and the coriander kind of go down, then there's a world of options that opens up to you, from Shock Top and Blue Moon on to all the American wheat beers to the Heffies, and the list is endless. For you craft drinkers and people who are searching out a good wheat beer, this probably won't be enough for you. This is nowhere even near my list of good wheat beers, but it's refreshing and it's a good option. I'd rather have this than the regular Bud Light any day. So, I mean, Bud Light Golden Wheat is just that. Bud Light with some wheat in it. It might be a niche beer in the marketplace, I can't tell you. But again, you have to be a light beer person in the first place to appreciate it. But the choice is up to yours, and it depends what camp you fall into from the beginning, So, I won't rate this. I'll just say it is what it is. It's a wheaty Bud Light. Some will like it, some won't. I prefer something with more flavor, but you know what? When I come home and I'm thirsty and I want to knock down a cold one, I'll grab for this in a heartbeat. So, that's that. Enjoy your Bud Light, guys. Enjoy your beer. I'm still in that from Norm. Sorry about that. But thanks for joining me, guys. You know how it goes. I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.